fucking
real vocals, man. Real motherfucking vocals, you dig? Oh, I'm not supposed to be cussing in the first 10 minutes of these videos, but I learn.
Okay.
Been learning, I've been watching.
So it can stay on?
Yeah, and I even stay on just so it don't get flagged. And for the most part, it won't get flagged. It doesn't get flagged too much. But they just demonetize and all that crazy stuff. Now, I've never really been one to worry about the monetization of these videos. Sneak preview, like I let folks know, like it's cool when stuff like that. Shout out to everybody who knows their game, and probably should. But my stuff is more so to just get what I'm trying to say out there. It'll stay in time, you know what I mean? And it'll be dope. When it all comes to fruition, man. I ain't never gone this stuff like, oh, what's the numbers? What's the stream?
What is it looking like?
I do some shit or don't do some shit. Never that. So, shout out to my little cousin. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Good Sunday, everybody.
Good Sunday.
This is a very special edition of the Gym Class Podcast. This is an extra credit. I like doing these extra credit, things when I can talk to my artist friends. You know what I mean? Folks that I've rocked out with for a long time, and have made classes with, and are still making classes, still making incredible content. And this guy to the right of me, man, like, man, I'll say, man, if you guys know, let me get this too. I'm gonna cut the lower thirds out for y'all right now so y'all can see us all the way. It's crazy because you can see the whole thing.
The whole picture. It's the whole picture though.
But I don't even need to. But
that's
yeah,
right.
Man. So yeah, let me give you a little backstory on this guy. AV Streets, AstroinkAvi, AstroinkAvi.
You know all the names.
I met this guy. Let's see. Shit, had to be like 13, 14 years ago.
Really, the first day at Clark.
Yeah. So I was down at Clark a year before time, and bro was actually from around the way. And he was asking me, what's the deal? And I tried to put him on game and shit, and let him know, like, come down here, and if you come down here, I got you. You know what I mean? We gonna turn this.
I
shit
met
out.
Questlove because of him.
Yes, sir.
Man, at that cookout that you threw at Hayes Point.
That definitely was. That was one of them times, man. But yeah, man, AV came down, and AV was just a musical guy, man, from the jump. Like hip hop to the core, but just music to the core. You know what I mean? Like songwriting and taking things to a different level. And early in the game, before any of the shit started, it was really idea. Like I seen AV make his own situation, and in the suites, and be recording music and making some dope, very rough stuff. Just rough in the way that it had to be done, but it was some of the greatest music that I heard. You know what I'm saying? And one of the first people to ever shout me out in music. You know what I mean? Done so much, just to be a part of the campaign as a whole. It's just awesome to see, man. It's just like a real brother. Like when you really think of somebody who you struggle with, and seen each other on some of the lowest parts, and but then to be able to years later, put it all together and really put the best foot forward. Yeah. That's what this situation is. That's what me and bro got, you know what I'm saying? Amen. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of everything that, you've been able to accomplish thus far, getting through everything. And, what I'm saying? We're going to go through it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun today, you know what I mean? Shout out to my little cousin, and shout out to everybody viewing right now, wherever you viewing. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, I got 80 Streets and my man
Yeah.
You heard? That was a intro for sure. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep this. I'm gonna keep my wits about me.
Yeah, man. I feel you.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Yeah, this is my brother, man. Like we've had some very fun, interesting, times and shit like that. But first and foremost, bro, how are you, man? How you feeling?
I am amazing.
Yeah.
I am amazing. The music's amazing. I'm making jewelry and I'm dripped out. You know, we draped up now. So life is doing a lot better than what it was, man. You already know.
Brother IlliyAce, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. You know, the sky done cracked open for us, man. Shining on us, man. Got a lot of good, positive energy coming back on to what we, producing and making in this, music industry. So by the time they look up, we're going to be right there at the door, man.
I got to tell you how I found him or how he found me.
How did y'all guys,
I mean, we hook up, I just yell out when I see or I seen something in him. Like I rap all my life, I sing.
I was
like,
sitting down
it's like
smoking.
I was looking at him.
KD.
So look, I look
was
over
on the steps.
I look over,
in
he's
the alley.
smoking. I said, "Kid, you come over here. We doing that over here." I said, "You rap?" Off the top, yeah, I sing. I rap
right now.
I said, "We
the artist himself, you know what I'm saying?"
baby. What's up,
my man was killing him yesterday.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if y'all seen it, if y'all follow KD on Instagram, but I swear this nigga, we gotta get hold of pieces, man. These are the backup pieces on the wall right now.
Yeah.
It's all we got. He sold out. I'm sorry if I promised you some stuff. You know what I mean? He's gonna make some new shit because it was selling yesterday. Everything was selling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's good, man. It's good. So proud of that, brother. But yeah, man, how y'all got?
Man, like I say, man, just the spirit of the moment. I come out back. I see the little guy a couple of times in the alley. I said, "Man, little guy, like you doing some music, man, doing something."
I'm sitting there
cool
right.
little cat. So I said, "Man, you come over here, we can blaze over here, man. It's cool." So we go over here, and I asked him, "Did he rap?" He said, "Yeah, I rap. I got some songs." And he turned his songs on. I looked at him. He reminded me of me off the back. I said, "No, I ain't never heard nothing like this since I've been on." You know what I'm saying? I said, "This you, Sean?" He said, "Yeah, this is me." I said, "Oh, no." I said, "We gotta get back in the studio ASAP." I said, "I'm trying to do some music." So he said, Let's write to these beats. So we went on the steps, smoked, wrote to some beats.
We did that shit for probably about a week.
Like a week. We wrote, and then we took it in the box like a week.
I was like,
2
yo,
weeks
we
later.
going to the studio. You think I'm bull? He's like, yeah, we going to the studio. I'm like, no. You think I'm playing?
But it was a blessing because
shout out J-Rob.
I got a chance to, be around some more greatness like me and myself and my brothers too. I said, I'm going to hide him. They only know my brothers don't even know about him at the time. So when I bring them out, I just put the CD on or let them hear it. They like, "What is?" I said, that's Shorty. It blew on everybody's mind. Something I already knew it was gonna blow their mind. I already knew what I seen in them.
Right.
I already know what I had to produce with them. I said I can give them some of my flavor, and it's gonna be bigger than what they think.
Man, the organic nature. That's
you got to come together.
Like,
greatness come together.
And you can hear the organic, and it's the time put together. It's not no scent back and forth.
Fake.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We gonna go through a couple of the tracks, and then we got some new stuff because they dropped the tape. When did this Everlasting Summer 2 came
Okay,
out?
Everlasting Summer hit Friday at midnight,
So
right?
this past Friday at midnight, go get that on all streaming platforms.
Go get that. It's everywhere.
IlliyAce.
Play that.
But we
Everlasting
also
Summer 2. We gonna run into a couple tracks, but then
we got Solstice dropping this Friday
Solstice.
at midnight.
you know what I'm saying? So a double up on y'all ass.
Boom,
You know what I
boom.
mean?
Boom, boom.
Listen, man. We know Corona ain't stopping shit over here.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But
People
nah,
still
man,
at work,
that's,
man. We
that's,
at work.
That's amazing. You know how you guys were able to come on alley shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the alley.
When did y'all come together?
Damn,
Immediately.
wait, no,
like
time. Okay, I want to say it was like March.
It's something like that.
End of February,
Something
March.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's this year.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So through to and that's
Yeah.
speak
That's
about
why it's
that.
the
Like,
summer.
Nah,
Because
it was like Everlasting
Summer
Summer. We
is
had to
what
make
was
something.
actually
We wanted to
happening.
drop it. We said we're gonna have it here.
It's what's actually happening.
Leave it in
This
the summer.
summer.
Man.
We got to leave it in the summer.
Yeah.
We got to drop it this summer because it's everything that's leading up to. It's our lives. It's what we're dealing with. This is all of these situations compiled from meeting and working and just being outside and dealing with the people in the alley and everyday situations.
And what can we get a public that's gonna make them feel like out of the norm, out of the box, thinking outside the box, instead of living up this world right now, all this depression and everybody, ain't living right and everybody's scared. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people that's not ready to come out and enjoy themselves, you know what I'm saying? But we can give them this
This is
at least give them something,
go
man.
party.
Hell yeah.
Let's party.
I like that. Well, shit. Let's give them the first track then. Let's run through you.
Let's get it.
Don't Worry is the first track. Everlasting Summer 2 right now. Go get that. This is the first track. Don't worry.
Don't worry, baby. Cause everything will be baby.
Oh. And we like to perform our shit. Baby, don't worry. Everything will be okay. Baby, don't worry.
Yeah. No.
Hey, baby, don't worry.
No.
Everything will be okay. Baby, don't worry.
Yeah, man. Talk to him, hey.
ILOVE.
Love you.
Change my life
For you.
fulfill all my dreams.
Yes.
I give my all, I give my ILOVE. Change my life for two. I always sing.
Plus.
I give my all, baby, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Everything will be okay. Not in a hurry.
No rush.
Away to the stowaway, baby, don't sign now.
No rush.
We gon' get paid, baby, paid by any line.
Something close up.
Baby, be brave, cause it's a lot of people out here trying to get me. Like the world's always armed and aimed against us. Everybody always wanna make some sense, but ain't nobody trying to take that sense and still honest. Today we gon' see to be better. I can't wait for that wood grain and leather. Spending money can help with whatever. Trips to French Riviera, hey, ILOVE. Change my life for fulfilling all my dreams.
Well,
I give my all, I give my all.
Y'all get to work with my man Nuke. Baby,
We're bad.
he come here and doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tay Fresh, but still cranking some crazy shit.
I know New Day stop.
Oh, yeah.
Where New Day
We
stop.
gonna get New here next, you know what I'm saying? My man's a super barber now, man, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta...
Watch how long he holding this note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds. Smoking lungs. Got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Yeah,
What?
man, that's that motherfucking Don't Worry
Don't worry.
off that Everlasting Summers too,
Baby,
man.
don't
You already know
worry.
this is the Gym Class Podcast,
Baby,
extra
don't
credit.
worry.
You know what I mean? I'm in here with my guys.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? AstroinkAvi, IlliyAce. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody tapping in. Shout out to Newt. You know what I mean?
What's up?
You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody tapping in. But yeah, man. So Everlasting Summer 2. So this is the follow-up to Everlasting Summer 1. When did you drop Everlasting Summer 1?
The first Everlasting Summer hit in 2018.
Okay.
And that was to chronicle the time that I was living in Charlotte and the things that I was going through there. And I did a couple of features down there with Buddha. And I had a protege named YG and Hammer.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Buddha. Shout out to Hammer.
And really, that was just good ass music then too. But again, chronicling life, and it brought me back to here for real. Yeah. Also, New Year's was in between that. That was an EP. Shout out to Nitros, 808 Mafia, because he's like one of the best producers that I've worked with for real. Shout out to Synesthetic, because they've been keeping me floated with all of these beats. They did all of these, and y'all need to shop with them. Yeah, for real. But that brought it back here. Yeah. That brought it back here, Everlasting Summer too. So yeah, man. So
I remember the Charlotte time, and I think I was doing my little morning Facebook shows and just bullshitting and shit. But y'all was sending me some crazy stuff and a lot of life. You know what I'm saying? We're personal. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a brotherhood that goes beyond this music stuff. Yeah. And you know, it's super important. So just knowing what was going on and then hearing the music and then hearing the progression, it sounds so much happier.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta
like,
live, gotta make the
I was angry then, dog.
some of the most
You gonna make
angry,
it?
like you know what I'm saying?
Angry
like
song.
Break up, angry,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
hurt. Like that used to be a go-to. Or you know what I'm saying? But you know, talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
What's
so
the difference between then and
now?
now? You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
so then I was real hurt because of my my divorce, And I didn't like the way that had gone down. I didn't like not being able to be around my child anymore. I didn't like any of those things, and that's what I would definitely bleed that on the music. You know, I bleed that on the music. That's coming in some of the stuff that's gonna be on Solstice. Fuck the Drip is one of the lead songs on Solstice. I think it's number 1.
All right.
So like that, Diary of a Madman on New Year's. What's the joint on Everlasting Summer? Choices and Limelight. Choices and Limelight. Same definitely. Shit. I was talking that shit.
Yeah, what was that? What was that? Put a perspective right there. My joint.
96 Gretzky.
It was the fucking FLA
Wonder.
Man, that thing.
And
right
see,
there.
that was talking. That's. Y'all go back and get that shit.
Look up FLA Wonder.
FLA Wonder. Shout out Real Productions. Shout out Mario Park. Shout out Dirt Cameraman. Yeah. Because Rio did his thing with that video. And shout out to Bando because they definitely put me on getting that video shot. But FLA Wonder is a true story about everything that happened when I was meeting my wife, ex-wife, in Florida.
So it's crazy, like the progression of hearing that stuff, and you know we got stuff from nigga. You was a part of my cipher, you know what I mean? Like, and we gonna talk about that, you know what I mean? Like shit, man. We're gonna keep this concise. We gonna keep everything digestible, guys. But you know what I'm saying? We got some shit to talk about.
Yeah, but we got some time to talk too.
So like play having that, you know, that being such a major part, and you going back and can hear the music and hear what was going on through that. Like, you know, how does it make you feel as an artist to be able to know that you like
elevate?
Yeah, the elevation of music and as a man. Like,
it's beautiful. It's okay. So this is my therapy. I recently been having talks with my girlfriend. And she been telling me about mental health, and we've been having mental health talks, and she telling me that I need to go to therapy. But for real, I use music as my therapy, because if you listen to this shit, you know more of my life than like people that are in it. Right. Like I really, like I said, I be bleeding this shit. So to hear all of the past situations, sometimes you know you go back and you relive it. But you know that you got it all out the way that it was supposed to be laid. Like, that's why I can't feel no type of way. It was said the way it needed to be said then, and now I can move on, and it shows the growth as an artist. And I'm proud of it, because every time I go back, it's like, damn, that little nigga was spit.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. That little nigga was mad as shit, but he could rap. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. That's like you say, they want that old, but I'm on my new shit. So I had to put that old bag away, even if people still yearning for it, man. You know, I've been making music so long, so I feel in my life now. Sometimes you gotta take it over. I don't know. This ain't all just about one city. This is worldwide. Right. So you gotta get people passionate songs and passionate stuff to do. You dig what I'm saying? And the balance that he on now, it help him get back to his daughter. It help him get back to his way of living. You know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, that's only God. That's but God. But I said I have to balance out with this man, because let him see my family. Let him see how I treat my daughter.
I was about to say, I want to know your
Come on in my family. Let me show you my family. Let me show you how I really do it, and I can do this. He said, well, you working both this and that. Man, he said, how can I complain? I said, you can't complain. You just got to make a way. You know what I'm saying? Only you can make them dance. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you was feeling bad. Just make it seem like you happy on that mic. Because it's not for you. It might be somebody else to relate to that. Right. I needed the good feeling. Where's the good feeling song?
And there's been so many times, man.
You can hold yourself back and be... Somebody can hold you back, think you gotta rap for the genre of things. That's not the truth.
You know, we ain't never followed that.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out there.
He used to tell me I was too wordy.
You gotta get out
he used to tell me I was too lyrical. Say I wasn't putting no.
Now you hear the truth. It's the real. Hey, you hear me? Not to say that wasn't, but nah. He didn't even tell you. I wasn't even me.
Right.
But now I can come into my own, my 10 toes down. This is me.
Exactly. So brother, tell us your story,
man. I'm rapping in DC, man, since 1993, man. Come up over there northeast, man, Lincoln Heights. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, man, we started, you know, a little rap group, because we come up under the go-go rappers and, you know, all the Snakey Dinks and the go-go Dinks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fat Rodneys, you know, so we listening to them. We like, we want to do this our way. You know, we like the New York style, but I was a West Coast liker. I love the West Coast rappers.
Right,
so I said, if I got to be hardcore rap, I got to get dig. So I've been in the trenches all my life. So I said, dig down to my style of rapping. I went worldwide with it. So people like, you ain't like all the other rappers. You got something.
Right.
I said, no, I studied my craft and I learned from the best. You hear me? So we worked this thing down. I got many videos out there on YouTube right now. I got a joint called Sleeping in My North Face. And I got the joint called Snakes When They Crawl. That's on
and
YouTube.
Black Widow.
I got the Black Widow coming out. You know what I'm saying? I got my CD coming out, Incarcerated Feelings. So it's going to all blind and entwine with his. You know what I'm saying? So we already, he don't know this was big enough for life for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Because what we about to do is continue to make this music. We ain't finished, man.
It ain't over.
We make music in our sleep, put it like that, man. We got more music to make. I'm just glad we on this train now.
Right. And it's been amazing to
because
be.
I could have been still in the dark mode. Like you said, you went in the dark place, I went in the dark place.
I was in the dark place.
And I was in the dark place, but I said, nah, it's time to shine. God ain't keep me there. He got me to the next level of my life. Let me prove to him that I can do better. You hear me? Let me prove to myself I can do better. So I said, come on, Shaw, we gotta fight. So every time he fight, I fight. You know what I mean? It might be some days I'm slacking. He might pull me up, I fight. I pick him up, he pick me up. That's how it is.
That's how it gotta be.
That's how we make magic. I would let him get angry to make a hit.
Yo, see, and I was just about to say that shit.
You know, I've been watching.
Yeah, I gotta fire him up.
Cause
I want that
it
juice.
was White Man Can't Jump. Y'all remember that? What's his name? Yeah, when he would get Wesley mad because Wesley would play better. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of teamwork. You know what I mean? That feels go. Before we go in, because I want to play this joint. I want to take it back real fast to FLA Wonder. I want to play this for y'all. Man, we are having a good time, man. Tap in. It's that FLA Wonder. You know what I mean? Shout out to DJ OG Uncle Skip.
Shout out to Cheese. Shout out to Pac-Man.
Shout out to the whole band.
Shout out to Bando. God damn, first people I ever heard with a sliding bass.
It's a story, y'all.
Man,
listen, man.
Young boy.
I ain't going back to Florida for a lot of things, but I fuck with it for lots of things.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with it for equal means, but in Florida I got my weather rings. They got plenty bitches, plenty beaches, plenty palm trees, plenty cops, Puerto Ricans in the arm race. Got the word white, green in between in the afternoon and rain, but it's gonna be sunny most days. See, Central Florida, super gutter chick. Southern Florida, you got Miami Beach. You get caught a little heady, have a long day, you have a short night. If you ask them down the wrong street, Northern Florida and Tallahassee if you don't eat. Yeah. You can figure where I'm gonna be. Either FSU or try and get into a move or go down to Daytona, watch me cruising in with bike. We ain't FLA one. Yeah. Yeah. FLA one. Yeah. Yeah. Wondering why I left for DC, but I'm now in Atlanta. I've been around, but I never sleep. I daydream this FLA one. Yeah, yeah. FLA one. Yeah. I've been wondering why I left for DC, but now in Atlanta. I've been around, but I never sleep. I daydream. See,
that bass on him, huh?
Pac-Man did that bass so crazy. Pac did that bass so motherfucking crazy. I'll never forget walking into that damn studio the day that he made that shit. I was like, oh yeah, I got something for that.
So and that is an awesome place to take it. You know what I'm saying? That's an awesome place to take this because, you know, like I said, we really linked up in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And we had multiple waves, you know what I'm saying, of working, you know what I'm saying, and then being in school at first, and then it was, 2009, and we had been working, and, you know, the square shit, and always, you know what I'm saying, being in your corner, released the first projects, and, you know what I'm saying, a blog favorite, you know what I mean, forever, you know what I'm saying, this was the original AWOL shit, so then I did the Cypher, you know what I'm saying, and the thought process behind the Cypher was, I feel like it was around the time when Hip Hop Was Dead, Hip Hop Is Dead came out or some shit like that, and it was really pushing that. Yeah, and I was like, y'all, I'll be damned if I get to this age. Well,
futuristic music was out, Snap Dance was out, because we were down in Atlanta during that time. That was the golden age.
Shout out to the J Moneys and Young Droz
and futuristic, goddamn Young LA
and everybody.
Shit,
but
that was a golden age of fucking music for real,
and it was, but it wasn't being appreciated by you know, the masses and
or the,
you know,
the critics.
The slogan "hip hop is dead" was being coined and shit like that. So I took personal offense, but I also realized that I wasn't the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and learning my lane early. I was a journalist. I was the documentarian. I was the facilitator. Yeah. I can bring all y'all together, but I'm not gonna be the one to, you know, laying the shit on wax. That's not, you know, I got plenty of friends for that shit. So the thought process was, I'm gonna just get the beats and I'm gonna set up, and you know, I want, if y'all really about this shit, just be out there, and you know what I'm saying?
And we gonna spit.
Bring that ass and we gonna go, and everybody get their turn.
Man, what's up?
Oh, it was so fire. It was so fire.
Man.
Reese, Jace, like we got so many people that's fucking Carly,
Bravo,
Flash, fucking
James and
Clay, Messiah, fucking
shit.
It was so many.
I feel like
so many
was
people
in
out.
there.
Yeah, Sunny enough.
Chase and Cash and
it's
even people
Bird,
that aren't even rappers.
Bird,
you know
she was out there.
Bird made her debut as a rapper.
Came out there and rap. Buddha never wanted to rap for free.
Yeah,
pussy.
But Buddha did rap. Buddha definitely did rap a couple times. You know what I mean? And to get that energy, you know what I mean? Talk about that, bro. Talk about how that felt from that side.
Yeah. So you got it from the side of you sending out the text. So it felt like some warrior shit every time we would get the text, because it was always random. Like, we knew around what time you was gonna be sending the text message, but you know, like square shit, we'd be all smoking somewhere, and then all of a sudden, bloop, bloop, text message pop up, meet in the parking lot. We about to get it in. Oh shit!
Damn,
squad the fuck up.
Damn,
you. Everybody come. Now we mobbing down the street like 12 deep. You already know how we was coming.
And
in one of the joints, you can see he turned the camera, and we was all coming out the woodworks like zombies on World War Z and shit. We was walking up like throwing up. Man, what? It was powerful though. And Matt had that shit early. Matt had it early. Siege was out there. Fuck.
Yeah, that's hard.
I really can't even remember all the people, because your ass had a lot of the people that are on now out.
Trying to get on right there.
Not even just trying to get on, but just showing their artistic creativity. Right. Niggas was just spitting. Niggas just barring shit the fuck away for no reason. Just meet up in the parking lot. All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's big.
And that was great.
And it was all like it was all, niggas didn't spend time. I don't know the process, but it just seemed like
writing.
It wasn't much writing. It just seemed like
we
was
rapping.
I remember, let's see, some of my favorite standouts. Of course, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you was in damn near, you know, all the ones on the camp.
I missed maybe one of them.
Yeah, and I appreciated that, because you know, when I had to move situations and they was hating, you know what I mean?
Because you was at the parking lot, but then you was
I had to move it around, but I appreciate that. Bird especially. Bird came out there, and Bird wasn't even a rapper. Like, I swear she wasn't.
She wasn't a rapper at first.
Out there and just tore
she
shit.
Barred it. Hold up. The one that I remember is when
she pulled the rock stand.
She charged this shit, and I think it was a Wu-Tang beat. And y'all was on the promenade.
That was
the first time. And then niggas heard Bird go off, and it was like,
damn,
wow. She really can rap, nigga. Oh, and then she battled me in the.
Mike Ransom was another one. Mike came in, man. I remember Mike came in a freshman, right? We're all like, we had years at this point. Maybe like I probably was my first senior year.
That's when Devonts came in and shit too,
Yeah,
right?
Devonts.
Fucking Kata.
Yeah. What was my little homie name? The producer nigga that was nice as hell.
Charlie Heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because Charlie with the cart, and he was on the drum line. He was the first one. He was the one that made the backstabbers beat for me and all that shit.
Hell yeah. So
and
when them little
shout out Charlie.
He
producing for Kanye now.
It was that boy
paid off.
He producing for Kanye.
Right.
That boy was nasty.
That's right.
Yeah, like just remembering that, and off of those seeds, like I feel like that's when niggas started to click up. You know what I mean? Like, because I put everybody in I put you in the gauntlet, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And rest in peace to Miz. I feel like Miz
had the hardest.
Rest in peace to Miz and Tone, man. Miz had probably the hardest bar that was never dropped online. Yeah. But I feel like I still had the footage, and one day I'm gonna probably try to drop that shit.
Yeah. Miz was supposed to be on 100 Miles and Running with the Outlaws.
With the Outlaws, yeah.
Because I had drove him to the studio and Skip Cobb.
Hell yeah, and
he was staying at Ashley.
He was working with the Outlaws and shit. So like the reach of just that endeavor alone, you know, was able to span, you know, like a whole 15 years and beyond, making this shit really timeless. You know what I'm saying? And even, you know what I'm saying, the music that you made, nigga, I feel like you did like one of the first like I know you was one of the first people to put me in the track, but beyond that, it was like I feel like you did the first. Like that shit was incredible, man. Speak on that time. You know what I'm saying?
Back then, I honestly, the beginning, I would, just like Matt said, I would walk around with my laptop and the mic, and then in the studio and like in the suites, I didn't have a roommate the second year, right? Yeah. So the whole second side of the room, because the suites was like the five spot, unless you was staying in like New Red or Heritage, but you had to be like an upperclassman to be in that shit, and his ass was he was off campus or some shit. Yeah. But in the suites, they had a nice little setup. It just really wasn't no doors. But I ain't had no roommate on the second side, so I set up pretty much a studio. I set up the laptop, I set up everything, motherfucking mic inside the closet and all of that. And me and Jace used to record in that joint. We dropped the whole EP in there pretty much. When we was doing Put On a Beat, when Jake was producing. Yeah, shout out Jake. Yeah. God damn. Like we really, and then so I used to take it anywhere. I didn't care where the fuck I would record. Yeah. I would record in a bathroom, I record in the closet, I record in somebody's bedroom, I record in the back seat of the car. If we had a place to record, then we was doing that shit. Yeah. And then I'd feed that shit to Matt. Yeah, see what he liked, see what he didn't, tell him this the lineup, he'd be like, alright, let's go. Yeah. I'm still that hungry. Yeah. I still feel that hungry. I just feel like in my age it's more refined. Yeah. But bro, you know we get down anywhere, and I always had a 516 loaded, and my third one would be the best.
Yeah, man. And that's that drive you got. That's hungry.
It's still there.
And I say, you know what? It's a lot of people that, you know, like you say, 15 years ago is a long time. It's a lot of people that fell off, be like, man, I ain't with that music. I ain't with all that no more. Like, it was a fad of like, I mean, it's got to be a part of you. You have to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? It really has to be a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see a lot of guys, you know, they let time deplete them from who they really are. I don't get drained. I'm saying you gotta live your life. I gotta live mine, though. You did.
I ain't never giving up
my dream. Over, man. Once you got that juice, man, and it's in you. You gotta have that it factor. Like you said, you can remember his it factor from way back then. And ain't nothing wrong with having that it factor. I said you can't be ashamed of your powers. And so he said with great responsibility, with great powers, you got a great responsibility to get it out there to the people. I said, well, my brother's right here with you. You got a nice mom. And everybody right here got a mean 16 right behind you. We gonna blow till the doors go on.
And I be skipping over it, but
because I know what he gonna do with his work. His work ethic. You know, you ain't never seen nothing like this. I know you have.
I can't tell the story without.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you something. I stepped in the studio with the boy. Even the engineer had to stop. I said, "Hold on, man. Did you see that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, we got something got to get here, man. The world got to get this."
I can't tell the story without giving props to Square shit.
The world got to get that boy, man.
I can't tell the story without giving props to Square shit.
So the Square movement, which was definitely something that I feel like
that's what brought together a lot of shit.
A lot that before, you know what I'm saying?
That's what brought Retro Sushi together. Yeah. If you want to be honest, what brought like Pilot Talk together, what brought Pilot Music, the first five of what became come on, man.
Nah, it definitely was, and I remember and that was a whole thing. When because you know I was always and I remember this. I had the AWOL thing with my guys at first, and shout out to Bernard and Pat and Flash and you know what I'm saying. But even when I was down on campus, and then it was sophomore year, y'all came in and meeting up with Jace and Fonnie for real.
Fonnie
was the
Jace,
first person.
Siege. I think you, Fonnie, and Jace. You, Fonnie, Jace, and Rio were the first people that I met on campus. Mm-hmm. And I met Rio because he was moving into the suites. And he had just helped me check out the front window, but then I came out to the library. Yeah, that was the first day too. But then I came out to the library steps, and Fonnie was kick flipping over you. And I sat out there because I still got pictures of this, man. I still got pictures of this shit, dog.
I believe it. That was a wild time, man. I was but the collaborative energy from that and like the square movement showing, okay, like there is a whole nother side of this shit that's you know, it's a little bit more grungy, you know what I'm saying?
It's the eclectic side.
Yeah.
Because we were the weirdos, right? Yeah, so Cash wasn't even going to the damn school. Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby Cash.
Shout out Bobby Cash.
Crazy motherfucker.
He was not even going to Clark, but had a little, not even little, because I guess it started off little, but Schoolhouse Records, Schoolhouse Hustlers became something big on campus. It went from being a couple people. Dion dragged me to the house the third day because I think I had met Dion, and it was over on North Ave. It was the most huge house. Like if you was a college student, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like that
big ass gate.
Those college memories for me, like we had.
That's when it really like started for me.
But when shit got a little bit unsafe and like really,
it was there.
It was right there.
It was there. And that was when they had the shootout at the house. They had a whole bunch of shit going on. Like it was a lot going on. But that house was where
all statute of limitations gone.
It was gone.
All good.
Yeah, pot. We had, it was endless.
It was
whatever.
I was talking about the rolling days.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was endless whatever.
Yeah, it was. You know what I mean? Ooh, I was talking to somebody about that. Shout out to her. She was trying. I was like, I can't even go back to remember those days. So, I don't want to.
That lasted for probably the Schoolhouse Hustler era lasted, I'll say, until 2011. Because 2011 was when we were niggas were getting grown. Some people had graduated. Some people had switched schools. Fonnie was really booming now at that point. Yeah, his shit was really starting to take the fuck off.
Yeah, and that's when I started working with, I feel like that was a year that I feel like everything blasted up when we went to South by.
Yeah.
Like
the first
2010, 2010.
I missed that one.
Fucking, that was when I started working with Spitter, and then like the folks started pulling in. And then 2011, that was when I think we all went down there for the first time. And that was when, all right, like I'm working with y'all, I'm working with everybody, but it's like I gotta get
I'm branching, I gotta wiggle because it's other things that I'm trying to touch. Yeah. It's other heights that I'm trying to reach. That I can't really get to that shit while I'm just with y'all.
But always still playing, you know what I'm saying, kicking back to the gang and making sure that it's all right. You know, like there's always a post, you know what I'm saying? There's always something, always got you on the thing. And even when we did the video with your boy,
with G?
Yeah.
When we did Smoking Dope Count Dope. You know how many views that shit got?
6,000-7,000 views.
You know how many views that shit has?
And that's the thing, that's like the biggest thing with a lot of that shit. Like, you know, letting that stuff
just talking to him.
Never being too pressed on these instant numbers, and I did this amount of numbers in a day. It's like
you put the good work out, and you let
that shit gonna speak for itself.
You let it come. Cause
I can't tell my
I go and see how many views we get. Like, yo, this is with no promotion.
And so many of them joints that I go back and look at, and just like, even the Flash joint, even 600-700 was some shit that for 9 years had fucking 60 views. It's like, alright, bet. You know what I mean?
This is progress.
So, speaking about longevity, though, speaking about the longevity in the game, how have you been able to, keep the same fire and just get better since you started, since those cypher days and building the equipment in the freshman year apartment to now? You know what I'm saying? How have you been able to stand the test of time and get better?
Okay, well, I'll say, one, I have forever been chasing Lupe Fiasco. and probably will keep chasing them until I reach that level, and which I'll be at the level of Lupe Fiasco. You get what I'm saying? But I'm forever trying to reach that pinnacle of how to bear my soul, and that I think is the key to it, because the longevity comes from actually putting my real life into this music. I always have something to fucking talk about because it's actually my life. I ain't talking about stunting and flexing and doing all that extra shit. I mean, you know, we've done it.
Yeah. So
and that was when we was faking to make. But even during that time,
even the time
we was doing
once we
that,
we got past faking it to make it. It was time. Okay, even when I was just with Ant, when I was just with London.
Oh yeah.
But when Day Day popped.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When he was back, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Put an asterisk on that. We've had our times with the money, so I don't have to talk about that shit. I'd much rather talk about something that's actually going to generate. What are you going to feel? I'm sure I make this music for myself, but it's not really. And please take this for what I say as I'm saying it. It's not me writing this shit. I'm the vessel to speak this shit, but it's not coming from me for real.
Right.
So this is for y'all from another source that is trying to tell you something. I'm the conduit for it. And it ain't telling you nothing bad. And it's just showing you that the vessel is fire. And the message is dope. So listen. That's how artists like Nip retained longevity. That's how Kendrick retains. They put that real in it. They put that real there, and I know that's how you do it
that's
too.
What I'm doing.
Man, and that's
I stay doing it, so I'm listening to them like, and you're gonna get there, and then you're gonna turn into whatever you say. Your friend.
I'm gonna turn into something new.
When you bust about this, I'm like, it's nothing but elevations, nothing but new levels, and I'm like, you seen it through Pop and Big in their last days. They was trying to elevate out of some shit. They were trying to get away from some stuff, y'all, and they wanted to be who they wanted to be, who the original man. Because I know I can eat off just being me. I don't have to be no one else. And I told them that. I said, "No, don't you try to be nothing you ain't." So you stick to the guns, baby, right there. Stick to the script. You see how they treat us now. You see how they looking at us, but we ain't gonna take how they be all a fan. We ain't gonna take the advantage of that. We're just gonna let them prove them wrong every time. Oh, you thought we was gonna stop? You thought we was stop it over there? It ain't over yet. Oh, y'all made another one. Oh, y'all got another.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all got another. Oh, hold on. Maybe this real.
Not gonna stop.
It's not gonna stop. So what is you asking him? He can't stop. If he ain't tried, man.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all.
Man, I want to play something off this new joint, man. What's
your one you want? No. Yeah, you want or
you can give him that
Immortal.
You can give him that what we just had.
You want you want Immortal. You want what?
Pump. That country don't. That country jump. What's the country jump we just had?
No, you talking about off the new shit.
Oh, the new jump?
Yeah, off the new one.
Oh,
it's about to drop Friday, right?
You give him that hallway jump.
Off the Solstice.
You give him that Who Won Well.
Yeah, give him
Give him that
Go, because we're going to work back.
Yeah, get that jump. That jump fine.
Yes, indeed, man. This is an exclusive, man. Oh, shit. I hope they let me.
We giving exclusives. Yeah, you know I'm over here with Maddie. What's up, Cushy?
They ain't supposed to have none of this.
What's up, Rissa?
Exclusive.
What's up, y'all? I ain't been paying attention. My bad. That's because I've been talking about shit.
They ain't supposed to have none of this.
We in here. It's been a long time.
Yeah, you know, we still got a couple more things to discuss.
Yeah.
Man. We're going to get this music for y'all real quick. Give me 2 seconds. You feel me?
Yeah.
See, there's not a lot of people that can get me up and working on a Sunday. I like to talk all the time, but you know what I mean?
This is one of them joints that he had me mad.
Talk to him, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm a full skip.
I feel like it might be just because my bad, y'all. We working through that jump.
That's a bump for that.
You know, hey guys, you know, we can
Fuck the drip. You know, it's coming. It's coming. Fuck the drip is #1 on Solstice. Hold on, I got you. I got you. my brothers,
put that motherfucker.
My sisters,
Why you
my
do
peoples,
that?
my love. I love y'all.
Why she do that?
Who did what? What happened?
Nah, I just got a call. She see I'm pod.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
She don't know. She might not be.
That need to be a thing. You need to get a phone so people can call in.
Yeah, I think I should do that, right? We let people call in on the Instagram sometimes.
No.
Like
You
an
gotta
actual
get
call
one
in.
of them. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about
You
it.
get a Vonage number with some stupid shit attached to it. That's your jammy jam.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me see if I.
Say fuck to drip my jammy jam.
Who said that?
Rissa.
Oh yeah, you play that shit.
Fucking drip.
Fuckers always want goddamn play.
Yeah.
Got something to say, y'all bitch ass motherfuckers. Yeah. Talking that, yeah.
Gym class. Extra credit.
Tell them.
I'll be right there on you, baby. Man, I take my shit to the break, yeah. But it ain't gonna be nothing now, you know it ain't gonna
Talk to me nice or don't talk at all. Feelings involved, towards revolve. Human nature, I can hear when it call. Over the falls in a powder keg. You gonna lose half your leg, black beard in this jump, clearing the high sledge. Fearing what I had said, but reading, I'm past the dread. I'm brilliant, I'm at my best, I'm resilient, I'm trading legs, so what's up with it? Don't get it, truck get it, her suit fit it. Watch the post, send it, don't get it, you don't get it. Off the post with it, windmilling, your soul split it. I put the code in it. They always talking about karma, I'm leaving mine in the ashtray. I'm smoking Obama, I'm getting change up the fast way. I'm still Fetty Whopping, I don't see nothing you left. Put the chicken like I always give them the best. You know my tree smacking. Brian Nelson with the iron, give me my green jacket. Did this with no backing, nigga.
Hey friend, I'll be right there on you, baby. And I'll take my shit to the break, yeah. But it ain't gonna be nothing nice, you know we ain't living right. Who want what with a friend? I'll be right there on you, baby. And I take my shit to the break, yeah. But it ain't gonna be nothing nice, and no we ain't living right.
I'm blacking out like the power cut. Uppercuts after power ups. Towering after toiling for hours. Not giving up. Abracadabra cast the flow magical as the fuck. So ran down for the way I be rapping these bitches up. Hey, I'm folded and leave it tough. 10,000 just ain't enough. I'm bouncing Mario Kart and the hour suck. I got that real flavor. More rhyming, but you rhyming noodles to pack maker. My bars your soul saver. Make you your own savior. Read a book and got them looking. I use my own paper. Central booking off a crook and I was a store taker. Shorty hooking off her OnlyFans, she a rump shaker. We need a whole acre. Give me that line like baby. Your spot like crazy. How you rock like AV, but don't rock like AV.
I'll tell one shit was great, yeah. But it ain't gonna be nothing nice.
Got 80 little bitch.
Whoa, shit. I'll be right there on you, baby.
My God.
Man, I'll take my shit to the grave, yeah.
Ain't gonna be nothing nice, no, we ain't living right.
Man. Oh, damn, that motherfucking man, that shit, yeah, man, that is, yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's how you make it happen.
Man, we've been in this motherfucker. Man, we still got a couple more things to discuss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep these people. Everything is digestible. That's what we're trying to keep our content digestible and shit. But I do want to talk about the bando time. You know what I'm saying? We brought up bando beats. You know what I'm saying? Being a very instrumental piece of your puzzle and a lot of people's puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't know about bando beats, it was tell them what bando beats is.
It still is. Okay, started off as Dirty Ass House Records, but is one of the leading foremost shadow organizations that puts out some of the hottest music that you've probably ever heard, ever heard, because you've heard it, but you just didn't know. Like, you heard the production, you just didn't know. And really, a lot of folks come through there because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's comfortable because it's a bando. But inside the bando is a fully functional, working ass, very nice studio that they have high quality ass fucking equipment and great producers and great creative directors and like photographers. Like, these motherfuckers is it. These is it. And that's why Dirk knew about them. That's why people know about them. You should know about them. Go find out.
The thing that was speaking on that, man, bando was, I came back down to the A, 2015, and everybody was working and y'all was making music and stuff like that before I got down there. But my ear and my hands and my ears are always in the streets, especially in the creative streets. You know what I'm saying? Any place that I've been, you know what I mean? That's why I can go anywhere and just tap in with, folks real quick. But when I got back down to bando, it was my first time readjusting and not kind of being necessarily in not complete control, but like it was a new wave, you know what I'm saying? And bando was a part of the new wave, and OGG and
oh my god, because that whole wave
records and everything, but everything was functioning. Basically, bando was one of the leading places where a lot of that stuff was functioning, including having the illest group of, just like I said, producers and young talent and just,
shout out Chake. God damn, y'all go get Chake Fooley. Shout out Cheese. Go get Chake Fooley's shit. Like, go listen to that shit. If you can keep up with the way that this boy rap, because he's that fucking dope.
The thing that was so dope about them, right, is it was really like, as far as, and with my mind, my goal was to always build like that pipeline between Atlanta and DC. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we tried to bring Rasta down. When we went to South by
and bring all those things to vibe. So it's like whenever they come up here, they good, and down there. So, but yeah, so linking back up with or linking with those folks. If they did, but yeah, being able to link back up with them down in the A, it just changed the game, because I felt like, all right, this is a second chance to kind of do this shit, but we're not going to do it the same way. I don't need to do ciphers. People are already making the music and doing what they need to do, so we're gonna I'm gonna just put paint where it ain't. You know what I mean? They don't have the visuals that they need to get done. I came out and motherfucking doing videos, and taking pictures, and, you know what I'm saying, facilitating stuff, and really being able to put people on stages, you know what I mean? Because that was when we was able to do, like, me and C. Kent, working with C. Kent, and
shout out C. Kent,
to really, really just show them a whole different way. But to see all these people where you're dealing with folks that went to two different schools and multiple different schools, see people in Morehouse and Howard, everybody come together in the A, in a trap house that, you know what I'm saying, and we selling weed
on the west side,
you know what I'm saying, we was,
it really did look like a bando. It looked like one of the regular bando joints that's on the street. You wouldn't even know, and it was just cars that was in front of it, and like in the driveway and in the yard and shit.
So much of that energy, you know what I mean?
But it was a good feeling.
Yeah, it definitely was a good feeling. And it was real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went through some of my hardest times. Niggas lost people there. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, people literally left the bando.
The bando got torn down while we was there due to that one monstrous night. Then
it was like,
we wound up having to when the whole South by situation happened, how me and Cheese and a couple other people got left, then had to rent the shit, and then had to drive down still just to be able to make it there.
Talk about the South by, the first South by experience.
Look, the first South by was wild as shit. Look, okay, so we done called y'all. I think you had set it up with my homeboys that was just on Rasta and like Whoop and A-Rod or Skip that set that up for them to come down, right? And so they had made it down to the bando. And everybody had paid their money and everything. We got the vans and shit. And I don't know how in the fuck I got left. I still can't remember. Things happen fast. We did the little meeting in the living room. And then everybody dispersed to the vans. The next thing I know, the vans was gone. And me and Cheese was still standing there. It was like, wait. The fuck just happened? Everybody else on the way to fucking Austin, Texas.
Damn.
They gone. They headed to the Airbnb. They already in the van and they headed the fuck down. They on the way.
Damn.
Me, Cheese, Che, Tranisha, and my ex-wife. We sitting there in the joint like,
Fuck going on?
Did you just pay? We were supposed to. Oh shit. So we wound up getting the ride to come down. I think we came down on Thursday, but we missed all the other shit because that was when all the wild shit was happening. The cops was running down on people. Mako was doing big shows.
Oh yeah. That was oh my god.
We got down there late. Cushy was doing shows.
Wild.
Yeah, so we got down there on that Thursday, and we're only able to catch a little bit of it, but we wound up doing acid and walking around. It was great. It was following the wave anyway.
Right.
But that experience brought everything back home to lead to the FLA Wonder video. Mm-hmm. That's what led to that. Because when we got back, it was like, damn, we ain't got no more money. We just burnt all this money going to South by. We ain't had money for rent, and I think Rio was coming down from Chicago, and he came to the house and was like, well, shit. He liked the song, but we ain't really got the bread to give him like that. How the fuck we finna work that out? Wound up working it the fuck out. Did the video, and it's history from there. Cause Bando stamped all in the FLA Wonder video. Go check that shit out on YouTube.
Yeah. And then also check out Lil Durk Waffle House. I was in that video actually.
Yeah,
they shot that bitch in the joint.
You got history in that video. They're standing behind y'all.
No, really.
Yeah, that's history.
Really.
That's the thing. I always will say it was, if there was any one place or any two places that kind of shaped the way Atlanta sounded in the 2014, 2013 to 20 now.
Now, yeah, even still
young,
now, yeah.
It was Sunny Digital's house, the Brick Factory where Gucci and them was at, and then Bando Beats. You know what I mean? And then the Awful House, and then the Awful Records house. Because through that you just span basically every sound from, you know what I mean, the last fucking almost 10 years, man. So
all them songs came through them shit.
No, for real though.
Like I know that.
Places,
yeah, and they was talking about highly too at the time.
This shit.
On different occasions, because you'll know where they at.
Yeah.
The dudes are big up the studio. They'll let you know this was where I made mine.
So it's like, you know, it's just magic, man, to be able to span that history and be able to make, you know, really span in two cities, you know what I'm saying? Talk about the difference between making music here and making music down there, though. Like the process up here versus down there.
Well, the process is only different because of the experiences that you're living through. For me, in terms of writing the music, because you know the writing is the same. That shit gonna get done that fast as soon as the thought process is on. And it don't take me but 5-10 minutes to write the song, and it don't take me but that long to record it. And in both states or in both situations, DC, I wanted to leave DC. The reason why I left DC at first is because there's so much struggle here, right? It's the feeling of so much struggle here. And yeah, even though that can be endearing because you can see that perspective, you also get dragged down by it, right? So that's why I left and went to Atlanta. So making music up here is like you wind up becoming accustomed to talking about certain things because of the struggle up here. You go down to Atlanta and the lifestyle is different. The air is different. They move different. So you got a whole plethora of different things that you can talk about. Now it's a completely different range. So yeah, now you might talk about the weed that you getting or being off Canada or whatever. Like now you have different experiences that you can relate to. And for me, it definitely worked because now I can juxtapose being up here and down there and how they are similar. And that's what I did with ATL2 because everybody thought I was saying FLA1 on FLA Wonder. I made ATL2.
Shit, let me see if we can find that motherfucker. Yeah. Is it on there?
That's on the joint with Skip. That's on.
Oh yeah, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, man.
That's big.
Yeah, it's on Fuel to Jack.
Oh, ATL2.
And I made this beat. Shout
Shout
out J Neal, he told me how to make beats at Bando.
From the city, this go like home. Ambulance, so I go sleep. Stops helping niggas stay calm. Never laughing cause I stay on. Never simple cause I stay always. Down standing in the low road. Dungeon family was so cold. Gave a minute to this whole soul. I was cold.
Join this
In the trap, I got the glow on. Rookies watching out pro. I'ma keep you one more. Oh, damn badass. Down in the city, strip class. When I want shorty, they go past. Ain't no shorty, what's that? Shot 6 hours, book saying. Talking loud where I blew past. Heart bullshit, I was screw past. Told me find a way out, man. I'm here when I'm taking this level, so I do magic. Attractive bitch, I'm a blue man. Beat up the track, I'm a blue black. You fucking pack with a ring rack. Living something but a 50 stage. 12 pump, 12 game jacks. Fuck 12, it ain't no lag. I grew up broke when that fucking ain't had to be. Down I'm standing at the low road. Got the family was so cold. Gave a minute to this soul, so I was so in the trap, I got the glow though. Rookies watching out pro roll. I'ma keep you one more. Cascade MLK Road, West Side. From the city, this feel like home. Never let the sword go to sleep. Sirens help a nigga stay calm. Never lacking cause I stay on. Never simple cause I stay on. So yeah, that's real though.
Yeah, I like that. One for the money.
If they listen.
Man, so it's been the journey, man. It's been quite the journey. What's been your favorite place to record? Then I want to ask you guys a couple more things.
You mean as far as like location or studio?
Location and studio.
Okay.
Two different answers.
Okay. My favorite place to record is Charlotte.
Okay.
And my favorite studio my most comfortable place to record right now is J-Rob, and in Charlotte it was with
Shout out to J, man.
yeah, shout out J-Rob.
On that 100 shit.
Goddamn, I'm trying to remember what his name was. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. The Blue Room in Charlotte. JR. JR Gibson. Goddamn, gotta go fuck a shot with JR. Because JR is that man. He made all of my shit from that whole time sound amazing. And he's an awesome ass videographer. And he can rap his ass off too. So shout out JR.
I think did he come down with Booty that time when I did that joint?
I don't know. Wait. Was that when you came to Charlotte?
Nah.
Because I don't think he went with Booty.
Oh, okay. Because when we did Booty video in Atlanta.
No, that was Montana.
Yeah, that's 20. Right?
That Montana 20, yeah. And shout out Montana, he got some new shit coming too. Shout out 20. Well, y'all know who the fuck 20 is.
The baby.
The baby.
Y'all
know who the fuck 20 is. Shout out 20.
But shit, man. So let's talk about this Everlasting Summer 2, and then this Solstice project is about to come out. So what was the real the thought process behind Everlasting Summer 2? Did we say that?
I think we might have touched on it. It was pretty much just giving the feel of the summer, how we made it, how everything came to be.
But when the project was finished, you know what I'm saying, we got to think, okay, we're gonna drop it, how we're gonna drop it. I said, man, bump everything. Everything out here is good. I don't know flow on this thing.
Right.
So I'm like, just put it out. We took a few, Snapchat pictures and shit. This shit together, man.
Through the cover, made the cover. I like the cover. I did the cover.
I love that shit. So I'm like, push that.
Yeah.
Now.
And so we wanted to make sure we dropped it for a twofer, right? So we wanted to hit right at the end of July, since we couldn't drop it in June for the start of summer.
Yeah.
So we hit right at the end of July, and then give one following right in the next week. August.
And that is the Solstice Project. And tell us about the Solstice Project.
Okay, call it a Solstice because we wrote this bitch during the eclipse and the full moon, the full moon eclipse that just passed. Like, we've been writing this shit through that whole transition period, and you know it means something. So if you tapped in and you know what's up, then you know what's up. Yeah. But it's the other side to Everlasting Summer, because during this time, as we were going through that and we trying to make everybody party, it's some underlying currents that's rippling, and we want to touch on those too.
We did.
This is the gritty part. This is the tough shit that we were dealing with in the alley. This is the other side of the things.
But it's cute.
But it's still,
it's still. We're gonna do it just like it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. But Everlasting Summer is the cookout. It's the feel good.
Yeah.
Solstice is the you're going to feel it.
The other side. You know what I'm saying? Like when the fireworks, the other side of the fireworks, basically.
Yeah.
We know about it.
It ain't just cute. It ain't just cute and pretty. Yeah. These is like it's gunshots out here too.
Yeah, we're gonna sing. We're
gonna dance. Too. But it's you gotta listen.
You gotta hear it though.
For sure. I definitely want to get into at least this one last joint, man, and then you know what I'm saying. I think we gotta wrap this out. I be done.
Can you play him Immortal after this?
Yes, I can. I gotta give him this my joint.
Gotta give him this.
This that motherfucking cookout music, y'all. Listen.
It's two sweetie pies in the back of my caddy, yo. It's two fly guys, and you know they on the rise, going higher than they ever flow. Two sweet vibes, two sweetie pies, back of my caddy, yo. Well, it's two fly guys, and you know they on the rise, going higher than they ever flow.
I remember waking up the sunny days eyes, open looking to it up a blunt of haze. My future looking bright since I got past them cloudy days now. Now I got drip from thunderstorm and bring the rain out. I love my people, I can't wait till we all paid out. We going surfing total, now we got the wave now. Two sweet vibing, fly guys with rain style. Two sweet pies on lifetime, the brainchild. Hide in a plane with a pilot and training, I'm entertaining thoughts. I'm thinking life can be more than the things I never thought. Pulling up with horses and race connected to chariots. Carrots and sugar cubes, I got a blow, take a look.
Take them higher than they ever flow. Back of my caddy, oh. And you know they on the rise, going higher than they ever flow.
Talk, man.
Oh, yeah. We going higher than they ever flow.
Let you slide on this part. Let's go.
Them are two sweetie pies, back of my caddy, oh.
Make your grandmama happy.
Oh my God.
Make your grandmama happy, boy.
Good music, man.
Back in my caddy, yo.
Man, brothers, man.
Two sweet vibes.
This is
two sweetie pies.
This
aesthetic.
It's that. What you saying, brother?
Man, just two sweet pies and two sweet vibes, you know. It just made the summer feel a little bit better.
Just
back in that caddy, old. And on back in my day, that's all the young blood wanted, a nice caddy, ride around and shit with the sweeties. Or you roll solo dolo with your piece. Just know you listening to some good music when you're in your piece, man. You hear me? I want to put this second down so this summer, when they see us coming, they're going to know what they're dealing with. Because this ain't that same old, this ain't that watered down. You understand me? We're going to bring you the flavor after flavor, man.
That's what I like to hear, man. How can they reach you guys, man?
You can find me at AstroinkAvi. All one word. Got to say it all one word like pimp name Slickback. AstroinkAvi. AstroinkAvi. You can Google that. I'm actually a main artist. You can find me everywhere. Got a whole bunch of music. You can start from Everlasting Summer too. You can work your way back. You can start from the back and work your way forward. Don't matter how you do it.
Yeah. And where you at, I'm at.
That's how you find me.
That.
That's how you find me.
Yes,
you can find me. I'm AstroinkAvi on everything. It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram.
And you can also check them. Their project is on the blog and is also the featured album on the website this week.
Until next week, Mom.
You know what I'm saying? Until I got some shit that I like better. How about that? You know what I mean?
Good luck.
But yeah, man, it's been awesome, guys, man. I really appreciate you guys for, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, give him one more.
Oh, yeah.
Just one more. Just one more, swear. Because Ace ain't going to let me go unless I give him a mortal. And because he just because it's under the street lights.
Hell yeah.
He just wanted from under the street lights.
Hell yeah, shit. I'm about to put that in more right now.
And it's short.
And I'm the motherfucking big bro. Hustle, baby. What's up with that?
Wait, zip block.
Ain't out here no more.
Try to kill me,
I flip. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Raise a fist with the set, riding the night set. Try to kill me, I flip. They try to kill you, I flip. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Ghost in the ashtray, 40 under the armrest. A stolen with an N95 on who get hit next. Can't back down, no sleep. It's civil unrest. Blue turn into red just like cotton when they get wet. Don't be childish, don't get upset. Raise a fist with the set. If we ride the night, it's lit. Yo, they try to kill me, I flip. Never down, the one to forever live through the shit. The palm is pushing the clip and my index pushing the fit. I'm hitting whatever's open. I'm Dougie when Biggie split. It's like Hawaiian roast. I raise the toast to empty. Give them big bullets like Mursan. You best be moving on. Looks like we ain't rocking for that shit that grandma grew up on. Raise fist with the set. Riding the night set. Try to kill me, I'm sick. Try to kill you, I'm sick. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Raise a fist with the set. Riding the night set. Try to kill me, I flip. Try to kill you, I flip. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Never down, no one to forever live through the shit. Black Lives Matter, motherfucker. Yeah.
And arrest them bastards that killed Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, y'all don't. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing
They
that.
get theirs of it.
Eventually, you'll get tired of hearing
They
it.
get theirs.
You think they would be already.
Yeah, they
But listen, man, like I said, this has been too much fun. You know what I mean? We didn't tap in, man. I feel like we're gonna go down memory lane. I feel like we were complete. Super excited to hear everything. I get to hear it first. You guys can hear it first. You might do like a live stream or some shit to play that motherfucker Thursday or some shit. Yeah. But Friday, in the meantime, between time, go get that Everlasting Summers by AstroinkAvi and IlliyAce. On all streaming platforms right now. And yes, until the next time, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Follow them. And listen, man, this is the motherfucking Gym Class Podcast, and you are dismissed.